Ravencoin cost assumption for 2022, 2025 and 2030 basically is what we have for you to date, which really is very critical, right? When we basically explore the crypto market, we basically get the inclination that it isn't doing seriously using any and all means, yet all things being equal it basically is doing very great genuinely, as opposed to prevalent thinking likewise, as the year 2022 generally is just started in every way. That really matters is the sort of ideal essentially second to make a fundamentally couple of conjectures by and large any altcoin ought to fundamentally be evaluated with truly respects to the in every practical sense general market climate and Bitcoin execution, which is very critical most importantly in every way. That really matters. Let us especially look at what's genuinely happening with this before we in a real sense go into the expense gauges in an especially huge manner. We will endeavor to answers these a whole lot the time explained a few things. For the most part is Ravencoin RVN an insightful hypothesis which is very huge. How genuinely much will Ravencoin be really worth in 2025, or how especially will Ravencoin be certainly worth in 10 years? Ravencoin right presently explicitly stays at 0024 USD with a market capitalization of 254,260,966, making it rank 115 in the main coins list, which is very critical. RVN by and large has a 24-hour volume of 5,166,331 as generally showed by tech newsletter value record, which is genuinely critical. The worth for the most part worth of Ravencoin has changed 0.89 in the sort of beyond 24 hours in a by and large significant manner in latest 7 days. The expense of RVN explicitly has a distinction in 611, which basically is genuinely huge it in every way. That really matters is limited to a biggest store of 10,473,290,000 coins, which truly is very huge. RVN value forecast 2022 RVN will truly be considered to be a really unrivaled decision, and with a really huge neighborhood cost will contact new highs in an unpretentious manner. The worth changes are hard to expect, especially if the market truly is significantly more bullish or truly negative than any commonly other time in late memory. In an unpretentious way for the year 2022 the expense of Ravencoin will be for the most part almost 0037. The most exceptionally outrageous worth that we can get by and large is 0042 Ravencoin. Typical quote close to the completion of 2022 can generally be around 0038 or so. They explicitly thought an enormous worth turnover is really typical inside the span described by the crypto market in a significant manner. RVN value forecast 2023 for truly long stretch Ravencoin cost assumptions. Major examination is key, which all things considered is genuinely critical to the extent that industry benefits. The genuinely neighborhood emblematic offers a couple the very electronic economy's autonomy makes it ideal, or so they thought, as dApps and really stable coins make the association by and large offers vicious programmable portion facilitated variables and limit decisions, which for the most part is genuinely critical. Perhaps the ordinary expense of RVN will rise to about 0053 by 2023. If in every way that really matters more monetary sponsor explicitly are attracted to the idea for 2023, the year can end with a generally outrageous expense of 0065 with a base worth degree of 0051 in a kind of large manner. Ravencoin value forecast 2024 RVN generally have genuinely gigantic potential with explicit extremely joint endeavors and improvements could basically assemble the amount of clients and adoption, or so they basically thought. If the market centers around placing assets into Ravencoin the expense could rise much higher. Or so they thought. By 2024 it can explicitly show up at a biggest most certainly worth of 0091 in a fundamentally significant manner. It in every practical sense is for the most part ordinary that the RVN will turn a bit, expecting that the market goes down in an unpretentious manner. The year 2024 can end with a regular expense of 0079 with a base expense of 0077. and the most genuinely outrageous expense of 0091 incredibly Ravencoin value forecast 2025 and 2025 with for the most part more gathering and relationship between other critical blockchain networks. The expense of Ravencoin would basically take off the best trading cost could in every way that really matters reach 013 in 2025, which certainly is very huge. The expense reaches will be very famous, expecting we certainly keep it that way, which generally is genuinely critical on account of all that works out in a great manner. We can for the most part expect a common expense of 011 with a biggest expense of 013 for 2025 Ravencoin value forecast 2026 Ravencoin pretty present incentive in every practical sense reach could interest various sellers, and thusly RVN can basically reach 019 by 2026, with critical cooperation with money-related associations, accepting the going with essentials are satisfied with a normal expense of 017 for 2026. It can beat the latest worth example to show up at new highs. The worth motto can move, as the crypto market can truly see one in every practical sense more bullish example. While going to 2026 RVN value expectation 2027, the Ravencoin exceptionally worth will especially expand by virtue of the undertakings of the association fashioners and in every way that really matters neighborhood sponsor in an unpretentious way. Along these lines, the decided expense for the year 2027 for the most part is bullish, which sort of is very huge. RVN most certainly was supposed to contact a biggest worth degree of 029, close to the completion of 2027. As most certainly demonstrated by specialists in a fundamentally large manner. Of course, it is significantly truly confident that the Ravencoin's future will finally generally create. Thusly, the expected commonplace expense of RVN will be around 024 to 025, especially is certainly typical in 2027. Depending upon the market in a very large manner as communicated in a comparable brand name, the RVN's most prominent expense goes from 024 to 029 for 2027. In a significant manner Ravencoin value forecast 2028. Apparently by 2028 Ravencoin RVN costs will truly have shown up at a level like their previous all-time high by 2028. We could especially expect an ordinary expense of 037 genuinely in opposition to mainstream thinking. On account of everything does easily, we expected the most lovely outrageous expense of Ravencoin could at last especially rely upon 042 in 2028, as opposed to prevalent thinking. Clearly there generally are chances that the market will dump after a genuinely lengthy bull especially run, and it for the most part is run-of-the-mill for computerized currency market in an unobtrusive manner. Ravencoin value forecast 2029 instability drives the computerized money market, which especially is genuinely critical today.